You might have seen the story I broke in The Australian on the weekend that lifted the lid on government censorship during the pandemic. It was a follow-on from the revelations Liberal Senator Alex Antic had uncovered earlier in the year, where he revealed secret government censorship started by the Coalition, continued under Labor, getting the digital giants to pull down pandemic posts that they didn't like. Well, last week, Senator Antic managed to get the details of those posts, some of which I shared in the paper on the weekend. And the point is that many of these were accurate posts, not pushing misinformation, but the truth about vaccines, about pointing out that they don't stop infection or transmission, and the truth about how the virus probably originated from the Wuhan laboratory, and also reasonable arguments against government lockdown and mask policies that many experts declared ineffective. It's just a disgrace that your tax dollars, more than $1 million of them, were paid to an overseas media agency to identify these posts, and the government then asked them to be taken down, denying you access to accurate information and reasonable debate. Let me bring in Senator Alex Antic, joining us live from Adelaide. Good to talk to you, Alex. You've been through these 4,000 posts now. What stands out about the detail of what our government was trying to have censored?
Yeah, well, Chris, look, thanks for having me on and thanks for reporting it, I have to say. It puts you in an elite bracket of journalists in this country that seem to be actually interested in this. And there is a heap. I mean, there are a lot of entries there. 4,200 were reported in this spreadsheet. And you highlighted some of them there. And we expected, of course, there would be some pretty crazy, pretty wacky ones that were censored, and you could mount an argument as to the value of that or not. But the thing that's most alarming is it confirmed what we suspected, which was that there would be a lot of posts that were actually true, things about the COVID vaccine not stopping transmission, things about masks, even things that were just simply people poking fun at various political leaders, which used to be a rite of passage in this country, that were all identified by a foreign-owned PR company at great expense to the taxpayer, and then referred on to foreign-owned social media companies, both of whom were part of this censorship industrial complex designed to sort of shut down the free speech of Australian citizens. Now, I find this utterly appalling and entirely alarming, particularly when you look at the spectre of this combating misinformation and disinformation bill that's designed to provide a new code for ACMA and to provide the government really with a codified legislated version of what we saw during the COVID pandemic. Australians need to wake up to this pretty quickly, and we need the journalistic class as well to start reporting on this so that Aussies know what's going on.